Embry, Riddle. I'm Bill Partington, Mayor of the City of Ormond Beach. I brought my team with me tonight because I needed some backup. Former Mayor Carl Persis, his wife, my former Deputy Mayor, current Commissioner Susan Persis. And so to properly honor your coach on a very special recognition, Coach Jocelyn Gallup, if you'll come forward. We're going to present you with a proclamation tonight, and I'll read it. Whereas for over 2 decades, Jocelyn Gallup has exemplified exceptional leadership as head coach of the Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Volleyball program, transforming it into one of the nation's premier small college teams, achieving a remarkable milestone of 400 career victories. She stands among only 36 active NCAA team coaches to reach this esteemed honor. And whereas currently in her 20th year, Coach Gallup has guided the Eagles to 5 NAIA national tournament appearances and 3 trips to the NCAA 2 tournament since the program became a full-time member. Whereas under her leadership, the Eagles have claimed 12 conference titles, including 7 regular season championships and 5 tournament victories. And whereas during one of her most successful seasons in 2010, Coach Gallup achieved an undefeated conference record, won the conference tournament, and celebrated the program's first victory in the NAIA National Championship opening round, further establishing her reputation as a 6-time Coach of the Year. And whereas through her dedicated mentorship, Coach Gallup has inspired numerous student athletes to excel both academically and athletically, her guidance has led to the recognition of 9 All-Americans and 52 All-Conference selections. Additionally, her team has achieved notable academic honors, including 6 academic All-District selections and 89 student athletes on the Sunshine State Conference Commissioner's Honor Roll. In 2020, the team earned the United States Marine Corps' American Volleyball Coaches Association Team Academic Award, showcasing her commitment to fostering a culture of excellence both on and off the court. Whereas Coach Gallup's unwavering dedication, passion for the game, and commitment to fostering an environment of growth and success have elevated the Embry-Riddle volleyball program and inspired countless athletes to reach their full potential on and off the court. Now therefore, I, Bill Partington, Mayor of the City of Ormond Beach, do hereby proclaim November 1st, 2024 as a day to honor Coach Jocelyn Gallup in the City of Ormond Beach, and encourage all residents to join in recognizing her extraordinary contributions to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in the sport of volleyball, honoring her remarkable achievements and lasting impact on the lives of her student athletes. Jocelyn, congratulations. And, but wait, there's more.
We have a key to the city of Ormond Beach tonight. It comes in a large size.
Now let's meet the Spartans from your University of Tampa. Number 1, Tampa Bandero. Number 2, Ron. Number 3, Anna Rivera. Number 4, Shrek. Number 5, J.J. Ramirez. Number 6, Jenna Davis. Number 7, Maddie Soffarella. Number 8, Natalie Perez. Number 9, Zoe Sacco. Number 10, Tess Stringer. Number 11, Rachel Gregg. Number 12, Haley Dillon. Number 15, Calais Boys. Number 16, Lainey Purdue. Number 22, Jenna Vasky. And the last Spartan wearing number 33, Matt Carter. And coach of the Spartans is Chris Patman. This is last Riddle wearing number 19, playing center. Head coach of the Eagles, this time is Yalton, assistant out of Riddle Rodriguez. Team managers, Jeff Willis and Gloria. And taking care of our Eagles, Rebecca Westerberg. Ladies, it's time to go to work.
Good afternoon, evening now. Welcome to the ICI Center. The festivities started this afternoon. If you're in the city of Daytona Beach, everybody has become aware of this volleyball game tonight, trying to break the record of over 1,000 people in the building tonight. I'll let you know later on in the broadcast if we reach that number. But a fantastic environment already ready, and now the players have taken the court and they are ready. So fantastic night in the ICI Center. Two talented volleyball teams. Tampa number 8 in the country, 14-2 on the season. And Riddle receiving votes in the national poll. They are 14-6 this year. And now it will be Tampa to start the game and get us underway in their white jerseys, and Riddle in their home blues. The first attack will be from McBride as she's forced to bump it over. And then down the middle is Rachel Gregg. So tonight, Embry looking to do something they've never done before in a crowd they've never played in front of before. A packed house. Eagles looking for their first ever win against the Spartans, but they've lost the first 2 points. Tampa, a powerhouse for a long time now in Division II volleyball. They were ranked number 1 in the country earlier on this season. Injury bug bit them a couple weeks ago, and they've dropped to number 8. The Eagles getting better and better as the season's worn on. Winners of 4 of their last 5 games and unbeaten here in the ICI this season. So the rally goes on for a while on point 3, but it ends in the same way with the Spartans getting the kill. So the teams met down at Tampa October 5th. The Spartans swept the Eagles in that game. But now Jaden McBride gets the Eagles on the board. So the crowd able to come to life for the first time tonight. And after winning the Eagles' first point, McBride will go back to serve. Nice serve from her. Forces Perez into a tough shot. She's got it sent back at her. Now McBride will attack from the back row. Off the net. And back-to-back points for the Eagles All-American. Starting lineup for the Eagles, the same as it's been recently. McBride, Kerner, Pagan, Harvey, Manjack, and Ruhano. I'll bring you the Tampa lineup after this point. It's Natalie Perez gets her second kill and puts the Spartans up by a pair. So there's Perez, mentioned her name a few times already. Rachel Gregg, Connor Ron, JJ Ramirez, Zoe Seput, Callie Kors, and Mac Carter. The deep serve there, and Kerner has to set it with one hand. Now for Ron, but she's blocked by Harvey. Now the first change sees Dana Gibbons come in for Manjack in that middle blocker position. So one of the best attacks in the country versus some of the best blockers on the Eagles side. Manjack, Gibbons, the two middle blockers. Harvey with the last one, but she can't get it on this point. The Spartans now up 5-3. Again, Kerner tight to the net, but gets it over for Ruhana to attack. But now one more kill for Perez. So I mentioned the Spartans have only lost 2 games this season. The injury probably hitting them hard in both of those games, missing their top 2 outside hitters, Callie Kors and Natalie Perez, both coming up injured in relatively the same time frame. And now Ruhano gets it back for the Eagles. Some fantastic outside hitters on each side of the net. Perez and Kors will lead the way for the Spartans. And then the Eagles with 2 All-Americans of their own, Jade McBride and Bella Ruhano. This one's going to be set down the middle for Carter. Pagan reacts well to keep it alive. But then again, Carter comes and puts it in the back corner. And now Perez will serve the Spartans up by 3. Ruhano goes soft on that one. And then it's buried by Connor Ron. So Kors, who leads the Spartans in about every statistical category, points, kills, aces, hasn't had a chance to attack yet tonight. But McBride keeps it rolling for the Eagles. She's got 3 kills. 3 of the 5 points now coming from McBride. Ruhana with the other kill. And there she is doing the serving now. And an ace for Ruhana pulls the Eagles within a couple points. Ruhana this season with 24 aces now. She had 6 in one game. That one just slightly long. Great read there by the Spartans. Must have read it inch perfect because it wasn't out by much. And then the next serve is an error. So 3 consecutive points now have ended on the serve. An ace for Ruhana, then an error by the Eagles, and now an error made by Tampa. So Hunter Ackerman will enter for the first time tonight. She's playing more and more recently. Missed the first month of the season due to injury. Started off playing just 1 set per game. Has now worked out much more of a role in this Eagles team. Set is for Kors. First time tonight. She's been set, and then she gets the kill. The Spartans reach double digits, 10-7. The score, and now Ackerman will check back out. Have the Eagle libero Pagan come in for her. Kerner will go down the middle for Manjack, and she places it right in front of the sideline. So Manjack with the kill. Mostly an error-free start to this game. Tampa with 8 kills, just 1 error. Eagles now with 5 and just 1 error as well. They'll look for their 6th with McBride. She's not going to get it that time. Now we'll go back to Coors. But McBride landed awkwardly on the point, and the play will be replayed. McBride's going to try and talk this one out with her coach and walk it off. One of the most important pieces to this Eagles team. Been named first team all-conference every single year. And she'll be replaced, at least momentarily, by Eagle freshman Stella Weisbrod. So we'll keep an eye on that. But Stella Weisbrod, a fully capable piece off of the bench. Weisbrod, the freshman out of Ohio. 3 freshmen now out there for the Eagles. Kerner doing the serving. Harvey and Weisbrod as the outside hitters, and it goes immediately to Weisbrod. Now a net violation called against the Eagles. So 11-8 the score now. Kerner will set Harvey this time, and Harvey has got her first kill. The freshman coming in and making a huge impact right now. Kerner has won the setter position outright. They used to run a 2-setter system. Kerner has claimed sole responsibility of that job. And she's got one more assist there to Harvey. And the game's now within 1. 11-10 with Weisbrod back serving. And Weisbrod now has got an ace. Straight off the bench, Stella Weisbrod has come in and made an impact. And the game's now level at 11. Next man up mentality is working perfectly right now for the Eagles. They look to go in front, and they do. Haley Manjak and Ruhano, but they're called for another net violation. And that'll draw the boos from close to 1,000 people here. But the Spartans will get the lead back 12-11. Manjak tries to level it up once more. Now it's going to be Ruhano's turn. The dig there from Ramirez. Go to Ruhano one more time. And this time she does get the kill. The longer a point goes, you always feel like it's going to favor the Eagles with how many talented hitters they've got. Ruhano with multiple attempts on that point and capitalizes. Now Pagan serving the Eagles, still looking to take their first lead. But all they can do right now is get it level as Perez puts the Spartans up by 1 again. So 4 kills now for Perez. Nobody else with more than 2. And now Ramirez is back serving. Go to Ruhano once again. They'll get a free ball after collision between 2 Spartan players. Ruhano again. The Eagles do well to keep it off the floor, but it gives a free ball for Connor Ron to attack. And the Spartan freshman with her third kill. The part about being two of the best programs in the state of Florida is you get a great recruiting class every single year. Plenty of freshmen all over the place right now. It was Harvey with that last attack. She can't get the kill. The Spartans are now back up by 3. And that'll draw a timeout from Coach Gallup. So 15-12 to score. Eagles tied it up at a dozen apiece. But the last 3 points all won by Tampa. We'll take a short break with them. So during that timeout, Jaden McBride comes back into the lineup. The Spartans in front by 3, but out of the timeout, the serve can't get past the net. And a freebie given to Embry on that occasion. And now after that mistake by the Spartans, one of the best servers in the SSC comes in. Ashley Lunt for the Eagles. Puts it right at Ron. And now Pagan and Kerner both trying to bump set and get in each other's way. So the last 2 points ending from a mistake by each team. Now set for Ruhano. McBride will attack from the back row. Now Ruhano once again tries to go down the line, and she places it perfectly. So that's her third kill. And now she'll be responsible for the serving. McBride and Ruhano tied with 3 kills each. Set down the middle, and that was easy for Mac Carter. Now Ron will be replaced by Schrenger. For the first time today, Tess Schrenger into serve. Spartans still holding on to that 3-point lead that they took into the timeout, but McBride cuts into it with her 4th kill. And now Manjack plus Ackerman will come in for the Eagles. McBride yet to make an error, hitting .500 right now. Ackerman serves, and then Chorus tries to attack. But Ackerman does well, and now McBride's got another kill. So it looks like Jaden McBride is back. She's looking to make up for lost time Back-to-back kills for her have the Eagles within 1. Now we'll go to McBride a third time. See if she can get in a rhythm. But now it's Coors. And after the Eagles had 2 players run into each other a couple points ago, that time nobody moves towards the ball. And the point goes to Tampa. So this first set starting to wind down. It's been back and forth the whole way, but the Eagles yet to actually take the lead. And now the Spartans, with a big-time block through Coors, have that 3-point lead again. So Carter serves at Lunt. And the set from McBride. Pagan helps her out and gives her one more chance, but she's blocked again. So Gregg and Seppet have put the Spartans up by 4 after back-to-back blocks. And Coach Gallup takes her second timeout of this opening set. So this will be a great time to recognize Hilton Daytona Beach, located in the heart of Daytona Beach and steps away from the city's best oceanside shopping and visitor attractions. Hilton Daytona Beach Oceanfront Resort is a family-oriented and pet-friendly property offering world-class amenities on Florida's famed Atlantic coastline. The hotel is home to 2 resort-style pools, beachside cabanas, a fitness center, and several premier restaurant and bar venues for every taste. For more information, visit DaytonaHilton.com. So the Spartans have reached the 20-point threshold now with a 4-point lead to go with it. But another serve into the net. It's their 3rd error in the service game this set. And now Kerner goes back to serve for the Eagles. So Kerner with an ace. And just like that, out of the timeout, the Tampa lead has been cut in half. The 3rd ace of this opening set. Weisbrod with 1. Ruhana with 1, and that last one has made it 20-18. Now the set for Harvey. She'll go cross court, and Perez reads that one. And then Coors hits it off the block and out of play. So Coors is starting to heat up now. You see how much the Spartans missed them while they were both out. Perez and Coors have combined for 9 kills on 16 attacks and have yet to make an error between the two of them. Coors sets Perez on that occasion. Now it's back to the Eagles for Harvey. And again, Coors finds the back corner. So they've each got 5 kills now and no errors. Kerner sets McBride. She tries to end this Spartan run, but it continues after the kill from Rachel Gregg down the middle. Tampa as a team with the 4th highest hitting percentage in the conference. But in this opening set, hitting .500. 18 kills, just 1 error. I'll go back to Coors. Rojano has to push it from the back. And Coors just hits it into the blockers that time, knowing they weren't fully set up. And she's given set point now to Tampa. Manjak will try to extend the set. And she does for at least one more point. That's her second kill of the game. And now McBride going back, hoping to serve for a long time. Eagles need a big run right here, at least 5 consecutive points. Rojano will look to get one of them. But a nice dig from Schrenger. And then, who else would it be but Perez? So Perez and Coors finished the set with 6 kills each and no errors. So combined total of 12 kills, no errors on 22 attacks. The Eagles will need to find a way to stop them in the second as Tampa wins the first 25-19.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
So in that opening set, Tampa may be feeling a little bit amped up by the Eagle crowd as well. They have one of their best sets of the season. 20 kills, 1 error on 39 attacks, hitting .487 as a team. And Riddle, one of the best in the conference in opponent hitting percentage, but didn't have an answer, at least in that first set. We'll see what happens at the start of set number 2. Talked about Perez and Coors already for the Spartans. McBride leads the way for the Eagles, 5 kills for her on 15 attacks. Rojano right behind her at 3. The Eagles hit .190 as a team compared to the .487 of the Spartans. One noteworthy stat as well, mentioned how talented each group of hitters are. The only errors made in the whole set by either team was from a block. Nobody hit it out of play the whole opening set. 4 errors by the Eagles, 4 blocks of the Spartans, and then the 1 error from Tampa came off of a Harvey and Manjack block. So a near perfect set from both teams in the opener, but Tampa won it 25-19. We're back now to start the second. And the up judge giving Tampa the benefit of the doubt. The ball looked like it came off the net, and then Tampa played it once again, but ruling that it hit an Eagle blocker instead. So the Spartans win the first point, and Harvey hits the second one out. So I must have jinxed it, saying nobody hit a ball out of play. Harvey does that on that occasion. And the Spartans win the first couple points. Still back serving is Coors. Harvey will try again. This time placed much better. And she gets Embry Riddle on the board. Harvey getting better and better as the season has progressed. Now a starter for the Eagles, and they have their 4th ace of the game. 4 different players with 1 each now. McBride, Ruhano, Weisbrod, and Kerner. And that one in as well. McBride with a little bit of power and finesse. Back-to-back aces have the Eagles in front. So the service game, the best friend of Embry Riddle right now. 5 aces, just 1 error. Tampa has yet to have an ace, but when you've got an outside hitter like Natalie Perez who gets the kill, you really don't need much besides to put it in play and give her a chance. But no aces, 3 errors in the Spartans game. One of those errors was Ramirez, who's serving right now. A much better serve. And she won't get credit for an ace, but it's equal to an ace as Ruhano couldn't receive it cleanly. And then it's killed immediately after that. A nice work there from the 5'2" senior libero. Ruhano hits that one well out of play. So after taking the lead at 3-2, Spartans have run off 3 consecutive points to go back up a couple. Ruhano's going to try again. That one again out of play. So I said they hadn't hit a ball out of play. Every error had been a block, but now half of the Spartans' points have come from the Eagles hitters putting it out of play. Harvey's going to try and get him back on track, and she does. So Harvey's got 4 kills now, just 1 error for her. And now sliding outside was Mac Carter. Just like this whole Spartan team, she's hitting extremely efficiently. Only 1 player hitting below 450 right now. Perez 636, Coors 462. Greg and Carter both hitting 750. So this set is going to be for Ron, who was the only Spartan below 450, but she also gets the kill. Wherever Tampa goes, it has been successful. 5 different players with at least 3 kills and just still the 1 error as a team. Harvey has been one of the best for the Eagles, so they'll continue to feed her. She's got her 5th kill. Gives the Eagles their 5th point of the set. But now with her moving into the back row, she'll be replaced by Ashley Lunt. Lunt with another fantastic serve. So Kerner rises up to help her out. But the service game continues to help the Eagles stay in these early sets. Another ace there, the 6th of the game now for the Eagles. Now just a 1-point game. Lunt becomes the 5th Eagle with an ace today. Now Ron goes cross court. That one's out of play. So all of a sudden, it's 8 each. The Spartans finally make an error. A much better receive on the serve. But Spartans can't get the kill. Now Ruhana will look for it. And she puts the Eagles in front. Ruhana with her 4th kill. And it's now 9-8. And a replacement here for the Spartans. Dillon had struggled with her passing from the serve, so she's replaced by Perez. The Eagles go right at her. And now McBride gets another kill. The Eagles on a 6-0 run now, and they force a timeout from the Spartans. So they go from down 4 to up 2 points. And Embry has come to life now. McBride, Ruhano, plus the fantastic serving of Ashley Lunt has put the Eagles in front. So Lunt will stay serving coming out of the timeout. 6 consecutive points the Eagles have run off. And now the setter Kerner with the kill. So the setters going at each other on that point. Seppet for the Spartans tried to dump it over. Didn't work. And now Kerner with her 2nd kill has put the Eagles in front by 3, and one more ace has made it 12-8. It's now 8 consecutive points. And the Eagle crowd is making their presence known. We'll have the number for you shortly, but I fully expect that we have reached the 1,000 mark in attendance. And now the Spartans have hit a brick wall. 9 points in a row. Up by 5 are the Eagles. And Lunt has been one of the most consistent servers all season for the Eagles. She's got a few aces, but right now if she just gets it in play, you feel like the Eagles are going to win the point, and they get the block on that occasion. 10 consecutive points now for the Eagles. They're doing it every way you can imagine. Blocks, aces, kills. You name it, the Eagles have done it. They've done it 10 times in a row. And now Coach Kadanak is just looking for anything that'll stop this run. 2 more Spartans check into the game. Kayla Dondero, one of them, as Perez started this off, then came back on, and now she's been taken out once again. So Dondero into set. McBride from the back row has made it a 7-point lead for the Eagles. So Embry Riddle, everything they touch turns to gold right now. 15-8. It started off 8-4. 11 straight points. And now McBride from the back. And the Spartans now finally end the 11-0 run with a block. They've got some work to do to make up for it now. Down by 6. Ruhano can't keep that one in play. So now 15-10. Eagles will look to get the momentum back quickly. They saw how loud this place can get with the run, but it's the Spartans who have answered back with 3 straight points. So Tampa with plenty of experience, and Coach Kadanak with even more. 40 seasons he has been at Tampa. One of the best coaches in the country, and the Spartans have made this a 3-point game now with another block, and a timeout is taken by the Eagles. So game of adjustments. 11 points by the Eagles, but the Spartans with 4 straight of their own. And now it's just a 3-point game again.
Tonight's attendance, 1,113. Ladies and gentlemen, we have set a new Embry Riddle volleyball tennis record. Thank you so much for your support, and we are so glad you could join us for this historic moment. I say, let's go, Eagles!
So a game of runs in this second set. It's the Spartans on one right now. 4 points, forcing the timeout from Coach Gallup, but they're still down by 3 after the Eagles had an 11-0 run. Now the set from the middle hitter, Mac Carter, set up the Spartans for failure on that occasion. Carter, a fantastic middle blocker. Not a great setter. And it puts the Eagles up by 4, ending the Spartans' run. Ruhano goes to serve. And Dana Gibbons, also a fantastic middle blocker. She's got her second block of the game. And Riddle up by 5. Looking to take a set off of Tampa for the first time this season. As Rujano gets the dig, close to getting the dig. Pass doesn't end up in play. So the kill goes to Tampa, facing a 4-point deficit in Carter doing the serving. McBride with the roll shot. Now it's over to Coors. Kerner goes with 2 hands. And a 2-hit violation called against Kerner. You can hear the crowd's reaction to that one. This time she'll opt for the set to McBride. One ricochets off the net. And over to the Spartan side. And from down the middle is Jenna Davis. So the first point of the day from Davis. She was one of the many Spartans that came in to try and stop that 11-0 run. And now she's got the kill. Now the block from Coors puts the Spartans within 1 point. Kerner is going to back set for McBride. She'll go cross court. Now the Eagles scrambling to get it over the net. McBride does well. Gibbons rejects the first attack from Coors. Now it's over to the opposite side for Vask, and she's got her first kill. So Vasky ties the game up at 17. That's now 5 straight points by the Spartans again. So this group not fazed by the crowd or the 11-0 run, but all they can do is level it up as McBride puts Embry Riddle back in front. So Ackerman serving where the Eagles have had so much success. 7 aces already today for the Eagles. Vasky goes at Rujano. Now a set for McBride, but the blocks from the Spartans continue to pose a big threat. That's their 9th block of the game. And we're back level again. Sepet will come in to serve. McBride tries to put the Eagles back in front again, and she has done that. And now Harvey returns. Harvey, the most efficient hitter for the Eagles today. Hitting 400, 5 kills on 10 attacks, just 1 error. Spartans again can't receive the serve cleanly. They'll give Rujano a chance, but she's got that one sent back at her. She'll push it back over the second time with a free ball. Now over for Coors, and then McBride. McBride's got her 10th kill. The Eagles up to 20 and have a 2-point lead. McBride already close to a double-double, 10 kills, 7 digs. Add 2 aces onto that, plus a block. Fantastic game for her. And we're only in the second set. She'll look for one more and get it. So now one more timeout's going to be taken by the Spartans. The Eagles not letting the Spartans get in front. It was tied at 18, 3 more points by the Eagles, and it's forcing the second timeout of the set from Coach Kadanak. The crowd chiming in there to start this point out of the timeout. And they come to life again as McBride does what she's been doing. The last 4 points have all ended with a Jaden McBride kill. She's up to 12 now. And the Eagles are up by 4, 22-18, but the serve winds up out of play. During that last timeout, we received official word. Big news. The attendance tonight, the goal was 1,000 to break the record. We broke the record plus a little bit. 1,113 people in attendance to watch the Eagles take on the Spartans. And they have been treated to a fantastic game so far. And Riddle up by 4. But now back-to-back-to-back points have ended with a service error. One by Kerner, and then Cora sent it out. And the most recent was McBride. But still a 3-point lead for the Eagles, needing just 2 more to win this second set. We'll go to Ruhano on this occasion, and she gives set point to the Eagles. So as soon as you start to put all your attention on McBride, the Eagles remind you that they've got another All-American outside hitter in Bella Ruhano. And it's now 24-20, Pagan serving for the set. But Mac Carter will bring the Spartans 1 point closer. And now Perez goes to serve. The set will be for Ron, and she's got the kill. So now just a 2-point lead for the Eagles. And Coach Gallup is going to try and ice the server. So a 2-point lead. They need to win just one of the next 2 points to take this second set. We'll take a short break with the Eagles and see if they can finish it soon in set number 2. So if the crowd has their way, this set would end right now. Let's see if McBride can grant them their wish. Ruano keeps that one from hitting the floor. Harvey tries to end it. They'll go on for at least a little bit longer as Kerner has the dig. And now a free ball that Kerner will give to Ruano, and she ends it. The 1,113 people are going to blow the roof off of this place. That's just the first set the Eagles have won. Imagine if we can win a second or a third set and beat the Spartans. But after 2 sets, we're level at 1. 25-19 was the first. The Spartans won 25-22, the score of that last set. We'll take a longer break this time, and then I'll come back and recap you on everything that's happened so far. But you need to know it's 1 set each. Eagles and Spartans heading to the third.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
with how entertaining those first two sets were. I wouldn't mind 5 sets. I'm sure each team will like to get it over with as quick as possible in their favor. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. We know we're going at least 4 sets, as each team has won one of the first 2. We'll see if we need a 5th. But the Eagles get the first point of the 3rd set. So in the opening set, the Spartans had 20 kills and 1 error. As McBride gets too much on that one. Set 1, 20 kills, 1 error for the Spartans. They hit .487. We saw the adjustment from the Eagles. 8 kills, 5 errors in the second set. Spartans only hitting .088, but they've got an ace to get their first lead of this 3rd set. Callie Kors with her first ace and the team's 2nd of the game. So another nice serve puts the Eagles in trouble, but McBride bails them out. McBride now with 13 kills, 7 digs. She won 4 consecutive points, her own 4-0 run, after it was tied at 18-18 to put the Eagles in a comfortable spot in the last set. She adds onto it right here, and Ruhano can't get that one inside of the antenna. The set put her all the way near the up judge. Couldn't put enough of an angle on that one. The Spartans leading it by 1 with Ramirez serving. Gibbons changes the attack mid-air and then loses the battle at the net with Perez. So fantastic job from Natalie Perez. She's only got 13 attacks, but she's got 8 kills. See if there's a change in approach from the Spartans, trying to feed her more. Hitting .615. They get to her again, but this time she's blocked. Gibbons and Ruhano with that block. And now Perez has her first error of the night. So Lunt serving, and Riddle went on an 11-0 run last time she was serving. We'll see what they can conjure up this time as Ruhano ties it up at 4. Ruhano has made a double-double look easy this season. She's already got over 10 double-doubles, and she's on pace for another one today. 7 kills. She's got 10 digs, so she'll need just 3 more kills. Look for one right here. Can't get it. And Ron sends that one long, so the Eagles are in front once more. A 3-0 run with Lunt doing the serving. Great hustle there from Pagan. Pass it off to Gibbons and extend the point. And now they'll have a chance to attack it. They give it to McBride in the back, and she rewards everybody's hard work by putting the Eagles up by a couple points now. Whenever Lunt has gone back to serve, good things have always happened. Lunt, just a sophomore, can't get the dig. So the Spartans stay within one. But Lunt today with a couple aces, pair of assists, and 4 digs. She'll receive that serve nicely and give McBride a chance to attack. Ramirez was knocked off her feet. And now over to Rujano. And she gets the kill. Embry Riddle has started to heat up now. They won that last set. They're up by a couple more points in this one. But another serve put out of play. A little bit too amped up. All these service errors from the Eagles have been with the serve sent long. This serve is short and results in the ace. Pagan had to dive on the floor just to keep it from hitting it and couldn't get the pass off cleanly. So now we're level at 7. Rujano with the roll shot from the back. They go right back to Coors. And Coors, who has been one of the best outside hitters this season, has been held relatively quiet by her standards. But with how many weapons the Spartans have, they're still in this match and up by 2 in this third set. And an early timeout taken by Coach Gallup after 4 consecutive points have the Spartans up 9-7. During this timeout, we'll take another moment to recognize Coach Gallup in the Eagles' last home game where they swept number 18 Barry. It was Coach Gallup's 400th career win. And now with the Eagles back at home, the Ormond Beach mayor handing Coach Gallup keys to the city, plus reading out the proclamation in the pre-match ceremony in front of this record-setting crowd. But she is all business right now, trying to add on to the career win tally and do something she's never done before and beat the Spartans. 21 matchups between these two teams all time. The Spartans have won all 21 of them. But Embry looking to do something special this season, and it would be memorable to beat one of the country's best teams in front of a record crowd. And they get that last point to pull within 2. Tampa multi-time national champions, and as recently as last season, they went 32-2. One loss to Nova Southeastern, the only other loss in the Final Four, when they lost to West Texas A&M in 5 sets. But they were the number 1 team in the country, had the chance to host every round of the national tournament, but lost a heartbreaker. Tampa with their eyes on the prize again, trying to get back to the national championship level. The Eagles looking to stop them in their tracks, at least tonight. I'm sure they'll meet again later on in the postseason. But McBride has got it within 1 point now in this third set. 15 kills for her Plus, she's up to 12 digs now, so she has easily got that double-double. And will just extend it even more the rest of the night tonight. Ackerman doing the serving. Set to Kors. She hits that one straight into the antenna. So now we're tied at 10. Back and forth we go. Neither team able to build up too much of a lead. The Spartans reclaim it, winning that last point, even when the Eagles went on an 11-0 run. Never got too far out in front. The Spartans went on a 4-0 and then a 5-0 run to get it back even. And this third set, much the same. Early on in the set, only 11-10. We've already had 5 ties and 3 lead changes. But the Spartans extend their lead after Rujano sends that one out of play. Carter serves at Pagan, set for McBride. And she has put the Eagles on her back tonight. 16 kills, hitting .268 on 41 attacks. Now Kerner back to serve. Eagles blockers can't get over in time to keep that one in play. So Kors becomes the first Spartan player with a double-double. 10 kills, 10 digs for her. She's got 30 attacks, over 10 more than the next highest Spartan player. But another ace, this time from Sepet, has Tampa up by 3. Now McBride gets it back for the Eagles. McBride with more than double the amount of kills than any other player on her team. She's at 17. Rujano's the next highest at 8. Harvey's got 5. And then Kerner and Manjak with 2 kills each. So McBride's going to change side for the serve. And go on the far side, trying to pull the Eagles back level on this one. Pagan didn't keep it on her side of the net, but the Spartans hit it into the net, and now it's just a 1-point game. Another serve out of play by the Eagles. And after starting off so hot with the serving, it has died down considerably. They've had 5 consecutive errors since their last ace. Now a kill from the Spartans. So at one point it was 7 aces, 1 error for the Eagles. Now it's 7 aces and 6 errors. Rujano finds the back row. Pagan'll come in to serve with Kors now being replaced by Schrenger. That serve stays in play, set for Perez. We'll try their luck with her once again. Harvey reads that one. Now Ruhano attacks and gets the kill. So Ruhano into double figures now. She's got 10. And the Eagles are within 1. Serve goes at Ramirez. And Pagan can't keep that one alive. Went with the one-handed effort. So Tampa stays in front, at least momentarily. Kerner off to Harvey. She goes cross court. And the freshman Harvey continues to be the most efficient hitter for the Eagles. She's got 6 kills on 13 swings, hitting .385. She's replaced after that last one with Lunt in to serve, and every time Ashley Lunt's come in, good things have happened. If they can get this point, they'll be tied at 17. But Ron makes sure the Eagles stay behind. And now Lainey Purdue comes in to serve. But that rotation won't last long as Purdue puts that one out of play. Nice serve there from Ruhano. But it never comes back to the Eagles' side as Ron gets her 9th kill. And now to come back in the front row is Kors, who leads the Spartans in kills, as she's done almost all season. And Kerner sneaking one past Tampa that time. Kerner getting more and more confident in that setter position. Freshman from Tallahassee. Had 2 kills coming into this week. And then in the last 3 games, she's now have 5 kills. But the Spartans get a kill of their own. It's now 20-18. So 2 kills in 2 months for Ashlyn Kerner. She's got 5 just this week and a career-high 3 today. She'll set McBride this time, going back to her traditional role, and then Manjack finishes it down the middle. And now Harvey comes back in the front row. So yet another set that's going to be decided late on. A 1-point game right now. And Kors continues to keep the Spartans in front. Feels like it's always bouncing between that 1 and 2 point lead. Teams trading points right now. But the Spartans knowing they'll need to win by 2 as McBride cuts the deficit in half. 18 kills for Jaden McBride. Hitting close to 300 right now. The Spartans with a last-second adjustment to their serve receive. But no adjustment once it's in play. Give it to Kors every time is their idea. The Eagles can give it to Ruhano, and she ties it up at 21. So one more late run could be in store for the Eagles. Back-to-back points have leveled it. Go to cores once again. Pagan keeps it alive. Harvey goes cross court. And what a point there from Fifi Harvey. Nobody got more than a couple fingers to it. But teamwork makes the dream work, and the Eagles are dreaming right now. Up by 1 on the Spartans. 22-21, looking to win set number 3 and put all the pressure on Tampa.
And we're back in timeout. Number 22, put it on, Jake Rock.
So the Eagles have reclaimed the lead. 22-21, and now it's 23. After McBride's third ace of the game. And they're just 2 points away from winning their second set. McBride causes trouble again with the serve, but it's eventually put over. Now Ruhano can't get enough on that one. The Eagles will need to regroup quickly after the mistake there. The crowd was ready to explode once again. But the Eagles will give them a chance with Ruhano making up for that mistake. 24-22. Ruhano's 12th kill gives the Eagles set point. And another timeout taken by Tampa. They are in grave danger right now with the Eagles looking to win their second set of the night. Pagan looking to serve for the set. Perez hits that one at McBride. Pagan keeps it up. Ruhano puts it to the Spartans side. They recover nicely, and now they've got a chance to attack it and end it. Ruhano here can't end it, at least on this occasion. We'll have one more chance right now as Gibbons can't do it either. Third time might be the charm for Ruhano. It won't be. Fantastic rally between two great teams, but it ends with the Eagles winning set number 3, 25-22. The Eagles have won back-to-back sets and are one away from their first ever win against the Spartans. Consecutive 25-22 wins has got them up 2-1. And the ICI Center is as loud and as crowded as it's been ever for a volleyball game. 1,113 people here, and they have a chance to witness history We'll see if the Eagles can pull it off in set number 4. Back for set number 4. And the Eagles are back in front. Consecutive 25-22 wins have them one more set win away from upsetting Tampa. Tampa won the first 25-19, but it's been all Embry Riddle since then. Now McBride gives it off to Ruhano to attack from the back. And then Coors ends that one. So Coors now with 12 kills. She is single-handedly keeping the Spartans in it, but McBride doing everything she can to outduel her fellow outside hitter. The combination of McBride and Ruhano has proven hard to beat for every team this season, and they're doing the job once again. Plus, you add on Fifi Harvey, and this is exactly what you need to pull off something that not many thought possible. The Eagles had plenty of belief coming into it, and now the net violation has them up by 2. around the league tonight, most everything else going how you would expect it. Florida Southern sweeps Rollins, Barry sweeps Eckerd, and Florida Tech swept Palm Beach Atlantic. And now the point has been given to the Eagles. So the line judge ruled that it was in play. The up judge overrules her and says it was out of play. And Riddle up 4-1 now. McBride poses problems with the serve, but the Spartans recover. But a poor pass gives it off to the Eagles, and the Spartans look all out of sync right now. McBride will look to make him pay for it, and she has. 5-1, and an early timeout is taken by Coach Kadanak. He's seeing what everybody else is seeing. Tampa not on the same page, in a position they haven't been in most of this season, down 2-1. And he's going to take a timeout and give them a chance to regroup. Down 2-1 in sets, and then 5-1 in the set 4. Tampa seriously struggling right now. In the first set, the only one they've won, they hit 487. They're going to improve the hit percentage with that one. But after hitting 487 in the opening, from sets 2, 3, and now 4, they are hitting 100. It's almost a 400-point drop-off from set 1 to the rest of the match. We knew Ruhano goes up, and you're going to hit 1,000 when you hit it that hard. Ruhano gets her 13th kill. But the 487 as a team is rarely ever going to be sustainable. Not sure many expected the Spartans' team percentage to drop to 100, but with a few kills in a row, they're starting to bring it back up and keep themselves in the match. Purdue will come in to serve now. Ruhano tries to get one more, but Purdue does well to keep it alive. They're back to Ruhano again. And it's Ruhano who's got the hot hand. And it's bad news now for the Spartans, as Ashley Lunt comes in with the Eagles already up by 4. Whatever the score has been once Lunt comes, it's always gone even more in favor of the Eagles. So they'll be hoping to get rid of her doing the serving as quickly as possible. Ruhano trying to extend the Eagles' lead. She'll get one more go at it. Now it's Ron to send it down the line. McBride does the job well in the back row, and Pagan sends it over with the free ball. Now Ron again does end it. So Lunt only given one chance at serving, but Embry still up by 3. Ruhano once again further away from the net. She had to get more on it, but got too much more on it. Sends it out of play. Now, again, Rujano. This whole fourth set has been right at Bella Rujano, but the Spartans get the kill, and they've responded well out of that timeout. 3-0 run, but they were down 5-1. Gibbons shifts out wide and sends it out, and now it's tied at 7, and Coach Gallup's going to take a timeout of her own. The 4 straight scored by the Spartans. The Eagles have held them quiet in these last couple sets, and will look to not let them get a sniff of making a comeback. We'll take this opportunity to recognize season-long sponsor Bahama House. Lush landscaping, vibrant tropical colors, and salty breezes characterize the classic Caribbean charm of the Bahama House. For reservations, visit www.daytonabahamahouse.com. And now we're back in play. Rujano can't get that one past the net. So the Spartans have come all the way back and now lead it. And there's going to be a double change for the Eagles. Setter Lexi Haig will come in, as well as outside hitter Ruby Owen. So Haig has played almost this whole season, plus Owen. But a change of system a couple games ago saw them lose their spot in the rotation. But plenty capable players on this Eagle squad. A lot of depth. Haig keeps that one alive. And Gibbons sends it over. But now Coors again with another kill. So we saw Weisbrod come in for McBride when she was hurt momentarily. She did well, got the ace. Now we see Owen and Haig come in to try and change it up for the Eagles. 5 consecutive points scored by the Spartans, and now it's 6 as Owen mistimes her jump on that one. And it's now 10-7 after it was 7-3. Haig will give it to McBride. And a solo block there for Mac Carter. The Spartans have responded extremely well. They were down 5-1 when Coach Kadanak took timeout. Since then, they have outscored the Eagles 10-2 and look much more like the top 10 team in the country, but Owen does now bring the run to an end with her first kill coming straight off the bench. And now Rujano goes back to serve. Go to Coors once again. Gibbons and Owen combine to get a touch on that one. They get another deflection on it. Rujano winds up from the back. Now McBride off her back foot gets the kill. The Eagles just needed to get one, get themselves back in a rhythm. And now after such a good start, even with the big run by Tampa, they're still only down by 2. So Haig will give it to McBride again. And Jaden McBride has got her 22nd kill of the game. In the biggest game of the year so far for Embry Riddle, Jaden McBride with her best game of the season. Close to season highs in both kills and digs. 22 kills, 19 digs for the Eagle senior. She'll look for number 23 right here, and she's got it. So all of a sudden the Eagles are level at 11 with Tampa. She has matched her season high in kills now, 23. The last one came against Palm Beach Atlantic 2 weeks ago. Season high in digs for her is 21. So she's 2 away from getting 2 season highs. She was close to a block, but instead it'll go back to Tampa and Coors. Puts the Spartans in front again. So every set has been decided at the end. And this 4th set looks like it's going to follow the same trend, as the serve from Carter is sent long, and we're now even at 12 apiece. Ackerman will serve in the spot of Gibbons. But she'll only get 1 off as Coors gets her 14th kill. Now Ackerman will head back out, and Pagan checks in. Cross court set for McBride. Coors with the dig, but it goes back to the Eagles. Now to McBride once more. Dig from Ramirez. And now Perez does finally reach the double-digit mark in kills. So Perez led the way in the opening set, which the Spartans won 25-19. Since then, she hasn't had much to work with. But she gets her 10th on that occasion. And now an ace puts the Spartans up by 3. That ace from Sepet, her 2nd of the game. She makes Pagan work hard to keep that one alive. But they do, and now they've earned themselves a free ball that Haig will give to McBride. And now to Coors. And the Eagles and everybody in the building seem to know where it's going, just haven't had an answer yet to stop Callie Coors. 15 kills for her. And now Kerner and Lunt came sprinting in to sub, and then Harvey came up. But we're going to continue with the rotation how it is. Owen can't keep the pass on her side of the net, but now she's got a chance to attack it. And then from straight down the middle is Jenna Davis. Davis, the 6'2 junior, just rising above everybody on that one. And after I said we were level at 12, Tampa's got 5 consecutive points. The Eagles need to make a run quickly in order to avoid a winner-take-all 5th set. So the Eagles have made the changes they tried to make before the timeout. Kerner comes back in, gives it straight to Manjack, and she puts the Eagles back on track. So Kerner and Harvey both check back in. And Riddle now down by 4 with Kerner serving, and it goes back to Coors. And then to McBride. Kerner for Ruhano to attack from the back. Not going to end the point until Perez sends it long. So a 3-point game now in the 4th set. Perez again. And now McBride goes with the tip right behind the block. Coors winds up on that one. But it's sent right back at Tampa. Manjack with the block. And all of a sudden the Eagles making a run of their own. You knew they weren't going to go down without a fight. They've got plenty of inspiration behind them with the crowd that hasn't left. But Tampa wins the latest point, go up by 3. Pagan can't keep the pass on the Eagles' side of the net. So give credit to Coors with the serve. It'll go down as a kill. They're back up by 4 now. Coors again at Pagan. Now Pagan will give the bump set for Harvey. And she goes all the way cross court into the back corner. Harvey now with 9 kills. 9 kills for Harvey. One of the best games she's had all season. But they can't get the block on Perez. Ruhano and Manjack that went up for it. And now Ramirez serving. She's gone short on the serve every time. Eagles haven't got adjusted to it yet. She's got another ace. So that's her second ace of the game. Even when she made the service error, the error was the ball short. She'll go at Pagan again and another ace. So Ramirez has got the Spartans up by 6. And Riddle out of timeouts right now. Trying to find a way just to give their hitters a chance. They've struggled with the serve. McBride will receive it that time. Give Ruhano a chance to go, but now the Spartans are looking like a well-oiled machine, up by 7. Once the hitter got the chance, a block was sent at him, the 11th block of the game by Tampa. They're 2 points away from forcing a 5th set. Ruhano will try again. This time she gets it past the block. She'll get one more set. All the Spartans hit the floor, keeping it up, but they eventually get it over, and then Manjack sends it out. So it looks like we will be heading towards a 5th and pivotal set. Tampa up by 8 right now, 4 consecutive points. Coming with Ramirez serving. Every serve has posed problems. Eagles can't get it cleanly, but they eventually have her serving come to an end as they get the kill from Ruhano. We'll look to take it 1 point at a time for as many points as possible. And there's one right there as Carter makes her first error of the night. (24-18). A nice serve there from Pagan. And without tonight's gone, you wouldn't put anything past the Eagles. They've got 2 in a row. They're going to need 5 more. But keep on chipping away. This serve down the middle. And now it's 24-20. They had an 11-0 run in the last set. They're at 4 consecutive points right now. They've cut halfway into the lead, and now a timeout taken by Tampa. 24-20, don't go anywhere, as the Eagles and Spartans are in the middle of a fantastic game. (24-20). Well, let's go Eagles chants are there, but they're going to need them to carry over into the 5th set. Tampa wins that one 25-20. So the scores so far tonight, Tampa 25-19 in the first, and Riddle 25-22 in both the second and the third. But then this last one won by the Spartans with their backs against the wall. We'll head to a 5th set to 15 points. Win by 2 as always. We'll take a short break and be back.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
So we started off the broadcast asking if the Eagles could do something they've never done before in a crowd that they've never seen before. The record was broken. That was the first goal. 1,113 people in attendance today. They've all stayed and been rewarded with the game on hand. But now the main objective was to win the game. And we're going to play one game to 15 points. Winner take all, set number 5. So far this season, the Eagles have won the 2 5-set games they've played. So 2-0 in 5-setters are the Eagles. 1-1 are the Spartans in their 2 5-set matches. The first set from Kerner will go to McBride, now bumped over by Perez. Will go to Manjack down the middle. And that one going to the Eagles. Oh, a net violation called against the Spartans. And the Eagles get the first point. McBride's serve hits the tape and then rolls over. And Perez gets everything she's got behind that one. Her 14th kill of the game. And now number 15, Callie Kors, goes back to serve. She's got 15 kills and 15 digs as well. And that attack goes long. The Eagles back in front. And now Pagan, who just had an ace minutes ago, will go back to serve once again. Out of Perez. McBride's able to avoid the attempted block by Davis. And now some more miscommunication. It's Harvey and McBride both stopping midway on that ball, and then once Harvey tried to go get it, it was too late to direct it where she wanted. And we're level at 2. Off to Gibbons. She's been held extremely quiet. No kills yet for Dana Gibbons, but Perez sends another one long. And some frustration starting to set in for the Spartans. Zoe Seppet having an animated conversation with the up judge. She thought the opening point of the set should have gone to the Spartans, and then she thought the last point there should have gone to Tampa as well. So now Coach Kadenak talking to her after she talked to the up judge, trying to calm him down. Move on to the next point. But it's the Eagles with a 1-point lead right now, 3-2. Seppet will hand it off to Ron. And now we're back at 3. Purdue comes in, replacing Perez in the back row. Serves it all the way to the back corner at Lunt. Now we're off to Ron again. One more time. Connor Ron. Eagles ready for it, and they'll give it to Ruhano. But the block by Mac Carter gives the Spartans their first lead of this 5th set. McBride from the back row gets the kill. So McBride with a season high now, 24 kills for her. And she's done it all extremely efficiently, hitting .290. 62 total attempts for her. Ruhano's got 65. The next highest after the two of them is Harvey at 16 attempts. But that last point going to the Spartans, finding a big hole on this near side. McBride attacks and she finds a hole in the back row of Tampa. So we continue to go back and forth. It's been difficult at times just to build up a 2-point lead. Obviously someone needs to be up multiple points to end a set. We'll see if we end at 15 or if we'll go past it. Tied at 5 right now. Go to Coors, and she sends that one long. So a rare error from Callie Coors. She's got 46 attacks. That's just her 5th error of the night, and it comes at a pivotal time with the Eagles back in front and the crowd back to life. Go to Coors one more time. She makes up for the error with a kill. And now Carter. Back to serve. She goes at Pagan. Kerner sets up McBride. We'll go back to Coors again. And she'll split it past Lunt and Pagan. So another example of everybody knowing where it's going, but Coors still able to find a way to get the kill, and now Ruhano makes it 7 apiece. So Harvey comes in for Lunt. Kerner into the back row. And after not receiving the serve cleanly, Ron sends the free ball over. McBride attacks it. And now one more free ball sent by Coors for Manjack down the middle. And Manjack's got her 6th kill, and the Eagles will be in front as the teams swap sides. 15 points through this 5th set. Eagles up 8-7. So sometimes you'll have a game that's promoted as heavily as it is. It seems impossible to live up to expectations. But this one, the most well-promoted game in Embry volleyball history, and it has fully delivered. An entertaining game that started over 2 hours ago, and we're still going. Tied at 8 now in the 5th set. Every other game around the conference has already ended. Of the 5 games tonight, 3 of them were sweeps. Lynn won in 5 sets against Nova Southeastern to stay in first place. But now the Eagles and Tampa, who are at the top of the conference standings, going head-to-head, and the Eagles are back in front as Harvey has got her 10th kill. Harvey with one of the biggest performances in her college career coming at the best time. Doing something the Eagles have never done before, potentially. But we continue to trade points back and forth. 9-9 the score now, with Coors ready to serve. She'll start way in the back with the serve. Now set down the middle for Manjack. But her opposite middle blocker gets the best of her. And the Spartans go in front 10-9, drawing a timeout from Embry Riddle. Ten to 9, the score in set number 5. Coming down to crunch time, as it has the 4 prior sets as well. Ron will attack this one. The Spartans are now up by a couple points. Amazingly, in this 5th set, this 11-9 lead, the first time either team has been up by more than 1 point. We'll see if the Eagles can get it back to 1. McBride, though, can't get it past the net. And now it's a 3-point deficit for the Eagles. And another timeout will be taken by Coach Gallup. From 9-9 to 12-9. Eagles have made plenty of runs tonight. They'll need one more to get back into this one. We'll take our last and final break before finishing this one off. That this game was sponsored by Radiology Associates. For over 60 years, Radiology Associates has been the region's trusted provider of outstanding diagnostic and interventional care for advanced technologies and service. Count on Radiology Associates. And with Coors still serving, Ruhano will attack, hoping to bring it to an end. Now it's back to Ron. And again for Ruhano. Bella Ruhano with 70 attacks so far today. But the Spartans now with a 4-point lead. as Connor Ron's now got 14 kills and 14 digs. Now Kerner, Ruhano once again. The Eagles can just get one. Gets the momentum back. Manjak sends it off the face of Perez. And now they're up to 10 points. That may be the spark the Eagles need. The crowd loved that one. One more discussion now between Seppet and the up judge. Coach Katanak called her away from the up judge last time. Now she's being used as the middleman between the two. But the conversation has come to an end. The Eagles hoping that was the start of a run. McBride can't keep it on her side of the net, but now Kerner pushes it over. Again down the middle from Davis. So now match point to Tampa. And it'll be Ramirez, who has caused a lot of trouble with her serving today for Embry Riddle. She'll send this one at McBride. And now over to Ruhano. And now it's ended by Perez. So a hard-fought game between both teams. And a heartbreaking loss for the Eagles. Big thank you to everyone that listened tonight, plus the over 1,100 people that came to watch in person. But the Spartans win a close one in 5 sets, 25-19, 22-25, 22-25, 25-20, and 15-10. So you see why Tampa has become so good for so long. A reigning Final Four regional champion and conference champion. They always find a way to win, and they did it tonight. For the Eagles, Jaden McBride, the best game of her season, 25 kills, 24 digs, both season highs. Ruhano with another double-double, 16 kills, 17 digs. Harvey with 10 digs as well, hitting 500. Manjak with 7. Ashley Kerner with 50 assists. Gabriella Pagan with 20 digs. Everybody doing what they can. But Tampa escapes this one. Callie Kors led the way for the Spartans, 19 kills, 16 digs. Connor Ron also with a double-double, 15 and 14. Natalie Perez with 15 kills as well. Give credit to Zoe Seppet, a double-double for her, 50 assists, 18 digs. Tampa wins it 3-2. We'll be back tomorrow as the Eagles take on Florida Southern at 4 p.m. Thank you for listening. This has been Zach Phillips and Embry Riddle Volleyball on the SSC Digital Network.